Subscribe our channel Al Said Quran Academy and press the bell icon. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am Qari Abu Sa'id from Al Said Quran Academy. Today inshallah we are going to start Takhti number 4, means lesson number 4 of Noorani Qaida. So before starting the video, if you or any of your family members are interested to learn Quran online, the number that is visible on the screen, you can contact us through WhatsApp. So without wasting time, we start our lesson. Dear viewers, first of all, we must know the meaning of harakat. What does it mean? Harakat means short vowels, okay? We have three harakats here. The first one is fatha, okay? The second one is kasra, and the third one is damma, okay? We call them harakat. The next thing, fatha comes on the letter, and kasra comes below the letter, and damma also come on the letter, okay? Next, fatha and kasra are same, but what is the difference between them? Remember, fatha comes on the letter and kasra comes below the letter, okay? This is a difference between them. Next, whenever we read fatha, our mouth will get open. For example, hamza fatha, okay? And whenever we read kasra, then our mouth and our sound will get below side. For example, hamza kasra e, okay? Whenever we read damma, our both lips will get in a round shape, okay? It will become like a round shape. For example, hamza damma u. Next thing, we read these harakat, kasra, damma, without jerking, okay? Remember, next thing, this is most important. Whenever just alif come, okay? Just alif, without harakat, means alif come without harakat, then we call it alif, okay? But whenever alif come but it has fatha, kasra or damma, okay? For example, here is alif, but on the alif, okay, on this letter we have fatha here, but we can say alif, okay? But we must say to this letter hamza, okay? Next, we can say alif, we must say hamza kasra, okay? We can say alif, we must say hamza damma. Why? What's the reason? Because this is the rule. Whenever on the alif or below the alif comes fatha, kasra or damma, then we call hamza, not alif. If there is no fatha on the alif or below the alif, okay, kasra, damma, then we call it alif, okay? Look into this example. Here we don't have any fatha, kasra, damma, but we call it alif. Why? Because it doesn't have anything, any harakat, okay? But look into this example. Here we have harakat, okay? Fatha harakat. We can say alif, we must say hamza, because there is a fatha, okay? There is a harakat. Inshallah, I hope you understand when. Okay, at the last, I'm going to tell you about ra. If you remember, we read in first lesson hurufi musta'aliya, okay? Those seven words which read in full mouth, okay? And a bold sound. On that time, I told you we also have ra, but sometime we read ra bold sound, okay, sometime in light sound. But now I'm going to tell you when we read this ra in a bold sound and when we read this ra in light sound. Remember, if we have fatha on ra or damma, okay, fatha or damma if we have on the ra, then we must read this ra full mouth, okay, we must read in bold sound, okay. If we have kasra at the below of the ra, then we read this ra in a light sound. For example, ra zir ri. Okay, this is fatha, but we read ra zir ri. Look at here, full mouth. Okay, in bold sound. Ra pesh ru. Yeah, ra fatha ra. Ra dhamma ru. Okay, we can also call them zabar zir peshe. Okay, but fatha kasra damma. I hope inshallah you understand well. Let's start. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Okay, first we read with spelling, okay, with the vowel, and then after that we read without spelling, okay. Hamza fatha a, Hamza kasra I, Hamza dhamma u. We read with spelling, okay. Now without spelling. A, I, u. Ha fatha ha, ha kasra hi, ha dhamma hu, ha hi hu. Page number 7. Ain fatha a, Ain kasra I, Ain dhamma u, A, I, u. Ha fatha ha, Ha kasra hi, Ha dhamma hu, Ha hi hu. Ghain fatha gha, Ghain kasra ghi, Ghain dhamma ghu, Gha ghi ghu. Kha fatha kha, Kha kasra khi, Kha dhamma khu, Kha khi khu. Qaf fatha qa, Qaf kasra qi, Qaf dhamma qu, Qa qi qu. Kaf fatha ka, Kaf kasra ki, Kaf dhamma ku, Ka ki ku. Jim fatha ja, Jim kasra ji, Jim dhamma ju, Ja ji ju. Shin fatha sha, Shin kasra shi, Shin dhamma shu, Sha shi shu. Ya fatha ya, Ya kasra yi, Ya dhamma yu, Ya yi yu. Dad fatha da, Dad kasra di, Dad dhamma du, Da di du. Lam fatha la, Lam kasra li, Lam dhamma lu, La li lu. Nun fatha na, Nun kasra ni, Nun dhamma nu, Na ni nu. Ra fatha ra, Ra kasra ri, Ra dhamma ru, Ra ri ru. Ta fatha ta, Ta kasra ti, Ta dhamma tu, Ta ti tu. Dal fatha da, دال كسرة دي، دال ضمة دو، دا دي دو، تا فتحة تا، تا كسراتي، تا ضمات، تا تي تو، صاد فتحة صا، صاد كسرة صي، صاد ضمة صو، صا صي صو، سين فتحة سا، سين كسرة سي، سين ضمة سو، سا سي سو، زا فتحة زا، زا كسرة زي، زا ضمة زو، زا زي زو، ضا فتحة ضا، ضا كسرة زوي، ضا ضمة زو، ضا زوي زو. Page number 8. ذال فتحة ذا، ذال كسرة ذي، ذال ضمة ذو، ذا ذي ذو، ثا فتحة ثا، ثا كسرة ثي، ثا ضمة ثو، ثا ثي ثو، فا فتحة فا، فا كسرة في، فا ضمة فو، فا في فو، واو فتحة و، واو كسرة في، واو ضمة و، و في و، با فتحة با، با كسرة بي، با ضمة بو، با بي بو، ميم فتحة ما، ميم كسرة مي، ميم ضمة مو، ما مي مو. Alhamdulillah, we read this lesson with spelling, but once again we are going to read without spelling, okay? Like that. You must learn as well, okay? Like this. A, E, O, Ha, He, Ho, A, I, O, Ha, He, Ho, Gha, Ghi, Go, Kha, Khi, Ho, Qa, Qi, Qo, Ka, Ki, Ko, Ja, Ji, Jo, Sha, Shi, Sho, Ya, Yi, Yo, Da, Di, Do, La, Li, Lo, Na, Ni, No, Ra, Ri, Ro, Ta, Ti, To, Da, Di, Do, Ta, Ti, To, Sa, Si, So, Sa, Si, So, Za, Zi, Zo, Dha, Dhi, Dho, Dha, Thi, Dho, Tha, Thi, Tho, Fa, Fi, Fo, Wa, Vi, Wo, Ba, Bi, Bo, Ma, Mi, Mo. I hope inshallah you understand well. But at the end of this lesson, I'm going to ask you some question related with this lesson, but you must give me the answer in a comment box. The first question is that what is the meaning of harakat, okay? The second question is that how we can read harakat. The third question is this about alif. When we call alif and when we call hamza.